While in Crookback By, Siri had happened on the Crones. The Beastly Sisters took her in, then wavered, unsure if they should eat her or surrender her to the Wild Hunt. Siri escaped.
哎，申博，你在吗？
Pursued by a spectral rider, she fled into the swamp, where the Herald lost her trail once more. He now needed a new lead.
哦，对啊，呵呵，很闹吧？
然后我现在看到第3集一个跳舞的地方。
对啊，就说那跳舞很鸟没？
真的很鸟爆了。
只是他前面说成那样，就跳这样子就会笑死。
嘿嘿嘿嘿。什么东西？哎，我说在座的等下也要玩的，人多的时候也要玩的。
稍微等我一下，我离开一下。
玩啥？
那个
我可以啊。
那个游戏叫什么？那个
Human for Fate。
不是。
Among Us。
对，Among Us。
可啊。
可以啊，那要的就是了。
换这个人。
不要多漏一，不要每次都一直挂机。
多漏你欠扁吗？
那你欠扁嘞？这样。
你们不是说茉莉很无聊，你可以教吗？
挂机仔。
他什么茉莉很无聊？
你们不是早上还
欠深蹲啊？为什么？欠深蹲。
咦，我打你，然后我深蹲。
不是，不是要深蹲吗？
不是今天不是打你吗？啊，这几分是不是？好吧，那也可以。
哎，你们有没有看到那个R6有一张图表说，那个什么死掉的时候要干嘛，或是犯什么失误要干嘛？
然后呢？
有一张图表，什么对枪对出。
那明明你是说话到一半不见吗？
哦，那这样你应该很壮，mini。
我们要不要去找张图表？要吗？要不要？
啊！我们去找。
现在在说什么？
没有啊，我们在讲那个R6有一张对应的图表，就是什么你对枪对出要干嘛，对别人爆头要干嘛。
Allowing hangover.
Can you do that? Can you do that?
We'll get the old book up, you'll see. Get out of my sight.
Some strays wandered our way. Sod off, freak.
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller. Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one. Get the hell out. Now.
And here I thought we'd have a day without corpses. Herb Major's paid top coin for the special bits of rare creatures. Wonder how much we'll get for his eyes.
Fucking shit! Run! Stand still, damn it! Fucking shit! You die, scum! Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up. Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils, who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man, nay, a wolf, grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
如何正强？要不要？
第一个中头的，真的知道了。可以耶。
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
所以哦，好，就这张。
Recognize this?
要不要？
Made of spruce wood, strong smell
可以
of
接受
juniper,
啊。
designed to
那
protect
这个没
someone.
跟
我们要不要回归R6？
第七点是针对吧？好
Freshly
笑，
cut
第七点。
spruce sprinkled with goat's
不
blood,
是啊，鹿克
then
装甲
tempered
包
with an incense of
不是
earth, smoke
那个
and
第七点有
juniper.
两个，一个是
For
那个
Anna,
不拿鹿克装甲包，
to
一个是鹿
protect
克不放装甲包，之后大家这样做。
好笑死。
You make the amulet.
Aye,
看第
sure
六
it
节
was
我
the
用不到
Peller.
很可惜。
After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
彻底战败加死士。
So, designed to protect her.
啊，
From what?
这个没问题，我们
Oh,
以后
dear.
大家一起死啊，没关
Besieged
系。
she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her.
大家一起
Oh, magic born of oblivion.
没抢
From
到墙
dark
壁就到处
sources
乱跑，这个
emerged.
其实也不用了，因为
Old
现在是
magic.
那个
Can you be more specific?
对公
It is not for mouth speech, nor for the touch.
无人
A
机被
small
摧毁，
protective
大家
charm,
都有
not a
吧？
thing more a Peller could do.
哎，伟松，我觉得第一点是最刺激耶。
Anna and her daughter are missing.
看一下，
Know where they are?
Nay, no, nay. Peller don't
到
know,
最后手放每个龟甲里。
but the spirits
看
could
第一点，
know. The Peller will
对，
augur.
第一
The
点他妈的
spirits ask.
命令要给我收，命
Spirits. Great. Fine with
令
me.
要他妈的给我
As
收，
long as I know where to look, where to
哎，
find
邓
them.
博要不要回归？
Lost.
可以啊
Must，be found.
再说吧。
我都
Princess.
可以啊。
None better than Princess for finding things.
啊，677不错的
Princess.
游戏，
Which
是吧？
princess?
哎，我不知道，他现在改的很，我觉得改的有点糟糕，
Princess, my goat.
no.
She's fled.
真的啊。
你就
他有一些新角色的技能太色了，就
Can we
哦
get
还
back
有
to
之
the
前那个
ogling?
阿鲁尼他还是没改啊，那个太夸张了呀。
Without the goat,
那个炸弹的就变得很差，
no
那个
goat
爆炸的
won't work.
爆炸无人机那个还好，那个有是方法可以躲掉。
Will you help me if I bring the goat
比较
back?
难搞是阿鲁尼的
Princess,
那个
princess,
烈日之
where
那
have
真的
you
太牛
got
了。
to go?
那个
Fine.
那个
I'll get your goat.
The bell. The little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring,
可以
and
把
she
下
will
面消
follow.
灭，不行。
But for a while.
他耶格的那个主动式
But
防御
beware of wild
我觉得还 OK 啊，
strawberries.
可是数量有点
Raspberries
少，
too.
它数量有点
Yeah,
多，3个
treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out
他
for them.
他以前好像是4个变3个吧，我记得最早以前，
是有变3个啊，因为以前那个太强势啊，然后现在还是3个啊，可是
对吧？
它变成是无限使用啊，只是要10秒充能。就是使用过后，它不是会消耗一个那个拦截弹头，10秒之后可以自己回复1颗。
真的哦猛，
啊，不是10秒回复1颗啊，就是它用完那个拦截弹头之后，它会开始进入冷却10秒，
对啊，性能回复啊，这样子
对。吧？可是它那个 ADS 还是3个啊，我觉得还是太多了，它应该剩2个。哎，3个还是2个啊？我忘记了。
原本3个，原本3个，
现在还是3个吗？
现在3个吧，我记得。
Damn, you're
至少我
ugly.
昨晚还是3个。
哦，我觉得3个有点太多了。然后 EMP 那个，我觉得 EMP 要再多一点，2颗有点不够用。因为 EMP 没那么强势，我觉得它应该要再多1颗，不然那个 EMP 也很鸟哇。他现在不是摧毁防守棒，他是换别人的目标，已经没什么用。
There you are. Come on, let's go see the Peller.
Come on, damn it. Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher
好凶哦。
compared to a patch of wild strawberries? Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? This way, Your Grace. Where the hell'd you go? Bear! Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit! Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? You're no roach, but I bet we could be friends in time. You've got that all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
Now, princess, flee not from give us a rest. Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
这养的模组做太真了吧？
这里讲，
哦，
你知道
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, they might be in danger.
你说 Flash 教的
The
那个
white wolf helped the Peller, and so the Peller shall help him. Blood.
哦，我 Apex
We
也
need
这样
blood. A living being.
Fine. Be right back.
闪回来，我还帮他收素材。哦，好像跳过了。
Will this do?
为什么那不是说可以完美的呈现你已经努力的去对枪了？哎，所以正强你真的不打啊
是吗？6吗？
Apex 啊？
没有。
哦，我以为他徒手拨开。
多好的上钻石呢！
可以啊，下季再说。下季
They are
再
not
说。
here. They have
来打
gone.
就是好的。
Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just the child. A child that lives not, yet did not die.
It's over? Is that it?
That is it.
Spirits had nothing more to say? Like where they went or where they are now?
You came for an augury, and augur I did. They're gone. The child remains.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was. And she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps.
Or ashamed or forgetful? Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Pella's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast. Only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White wolf, wise wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help, lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the white wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Pella.
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits Forefathers' Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefathers' Eve this year, but we'll find a way, all the same.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefathers' Eve? Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefathers' Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
White wolf, wise wolf. What is it that...
Folk from the village come here often?
Oh, when help they need...
Help with what?
With the dead that come a-haunting. Peace must be made. Or when an evil spirit...
And if I needed, say, a love potion?
Then to the witch you would be sent. Not a matter for the Pella, that.
Could use a few potion ingredients. Show me what you got. So long.
Pam param, pam pam param.
Hi.
Oh!
Greetings.
Salutation!
Hard to say.
As have I.
Not the best place for a trap.
Profits lie.
Prepare.
Coin, my friend, is of little import. I see new places.
Take a peek if you don't mind.
怎么这个群主的头贴又换了？
我猜斗罗也换的，是吗？
什么东西？
群主的头贴啊，怎么又换了？
怎样变什么？
是你吗，斗罗？
变那个啊，星阶啊。
对啊，是我，
是吧？是你吧？
是我。
哎，圣伯，你还记得那个吗？圣伯在吗？还是他去吃饭了？
他不在。
圣伯
我在
到了这。哦，他在。
就青梅竹马那种某黑头发那种某白什么的白茶。
We'll meet again. I know this.
白什么可知的？
哦，反正就那个黑头发的那个，他旁边不是会有另一个女的？
对啊，
总是会跟着另一个女嘛，对。然后我不知道是我的错觉还是真的就是这样，就是他旁边那个女的每个镜头看起来都不一样，只是有时候看她很瘦啊，有时候看她比较圆。
经费
Show
不
me what
足
you
啊。
got on offer.
哦，那看起来也不是我问题。
So long. Lightning strike.
Oh. Castle's on fire!
Oh.
No! It's burning! Fire!
等等，那个变成猴子是哪一招？为什么可以变成猴子？
影像法吧。
你是说像辉夜那个可以变成小辉夜，可是在旁人眼中那个很强吗？
对，对啊，差不多吧。
Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick! It's getting worse and worse. Time to leave the place. Shame Miss Tammy's not here. She's managed something.
busted on the inside. I need another way in. Shit, fire's spreading. Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Coming to get you.
We've a hero in our midst. The horses! Why, I'm prepared to forgive you the drubbing you gave those pricks at the crossroads.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right? They ran from you, didn't they?
各位，我去吃饭喽。拜。
A bloke with bollocks to stand up to the power. You wait. Smash you.
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna?
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
What happened next?
Next? It only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking What?
Details you don't need to know. There's a bond of blood between this creature and your wife and daughter. I can use that bond to find them.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
Hello，翠红。
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
圣伯，你的头贴
Do
又
not
换了。
kill my
哦，
child.
对啊，他
It's
都刚
suffered
画完
enough
新的就
already.
换了。
Lift the
还没有发
curse
现
that
群
may
主的
finally
头贴
rest
换
in
了，
peace.
我不知道，因为
有
我不
病在这
care。
里，
不是？
拜托换一个
不要这样。吧，
没有啦，开玩笑的
我们又。不是你会一直换，
Still not sure what to
之前
do.
是阿垮，后来又变那
Whatever
个
you
新街。
decide, we must put an end to my child's suffering.
然后你电影干这
Whatever
种
we
蠢
do,
事
we
啊，
gotta find the
单追
botchling
第一季
first.
都转换阿垮。
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can
我
bury
不
us
说这个
and
人，你有听
be
过
either
安利
way.
吗？
对，我要封麦啊！
来，
Need to tend to something first.
Be quick. And me? What am I to do in the meantime?
Sober up.
中，你要不要自己先去打R6去测试一下那个？
我在播音，拍谁？你说我自己先做题的是不是？
嘿嘿嘿，
发病，气死吧！
我觉得你有机会可以做啊。
我肯定可以做啊，我一定会练体能的。但是我现在在忙，我在玩 Hollow Knight，我要去挑战成就了。
哎，那这两款的这个是什么歌啊？我觉得好耳熟。
哦，冲突边，击败。
预言哪里有预言？
好笑，食物太多啦，救命！
就直接重开一局，不要它。
然后我在玩那个就是万神殿，我已经打到第6关了吧？怎么啦，阿公？哇，丹姐，
Hair white as curd. Ah, curd.
啊，
Ever eaten tree bark? Me.
Gonna kill them all?
Oh, 对，快来吃饭了。下睡觉行不行？
You.
Well,
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
这
A bit further. Follow me.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes garroting, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets ploughing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck. Bloody hell, not now, Geralt. Let's do what we must. Come now, we must bury it. We'll speak afterwards.
What now?
Hungry specters. Botchling's scent attracted them.
Do something! Take me! It's writhing something fierce! I can't have it! It's gonna ride me! Calm it down! Oh. Quiet now. But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Come now, we must bury it. Bloody hell, not now, Geralt. Let's do what we must.
I'm coming. Need to hurry.
On with it. We'll not wait to find the others. Squirming again, like a daft eel. It worked. It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her? What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee, Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Daya should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Baron Schmarren, if I want to plough some peasant lass, I will. Don't give cockbat no ban. Yeah, roaring as fuck. Folk don't object to your white mug.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Ploughing hangover. Help! Wizardry!
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse.
왜?
A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Clothing. They change in here. Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more. field day. Still worth a closer look. Should examine that horse carcass. What do we have here? Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here. A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night. The lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster. Said she had to go back. Dunno where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up. Gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the Crow's Perch with the Baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew. but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
'Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I did that. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
While back I met a woman in Crookback Bog. Had fiery marks on her skin like the ones you described.
Must be her, Mrs. Anna. Gods, she to Crookback Bog.
It's where I saw her last.
Gods of all the heavens protect us. 'Tis clear now whose whisper 'twere in the night.
It is?
The crones took her. She must have made a deal with them. A pact. It's why they marked her and took her like she was their own.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is. So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
rain don't rust your blades.
Ah.
Anyone want to go and jump in puddles?
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times men die choking with regret. At times death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers' Eve.
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free, this the Pella knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid, this too the Pella knows.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones
这
we
是
shall
费
meet.
克的。
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
If I want to plough some peasant lass, I will. They'll give cock back no back.
Nice side. Put it you good looking at.
Went to the village for the levy, and that one hard banged a lass. So the bloody Baron ripped him a new one.
Horse feathers. Baron schmarren. If I want to plough some peasant lass, I will. They'll give cock back no ban.
Winds howling.
Kill him! He can't take this! Bid life farewell. Take him. That'll never Pox on a lot of you. Hey.
For God's sake, don't kill me.
Bloody hell.
Folk don't object to your white mug.
Don't bother me. Sheathe the blade, mate. Now! 'Cause I'm a lot of you.
while in Crookback Bay. Ciri had happened on the Crones. The beastly sisters took her in, then wavered, unsure if they should eat her or surrender her to the Wild Hunt. Ciri escaped before they could decide. Pursued by a spectral rider, she had fled into the swamp, where Geralt lost her trail once more. He now needed a new lead.
Baron Schmarren. If I want to plough some peasant lass, I will. Don't give cock about no ban.
Yeah? Witcher, a word, please.
大家都跟我说话。
Believe we've not had the pleasure. They call me the Sergeant. Left over from my army days, you understand. When me and Philip, meaning the Barons...
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered every...
Gotta ask the bear.
Garden. No.
There you are.
See the hollyhock? Anna had read some story. And damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted early. In this hole.
Got some information.
You've learned some. Well, let's go inside. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenford.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
We'll talk about her, don't worry. But right now, you'll tell me about Ciri, just like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed a wild boar as a pack, you might say. But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
I just travel a lot. And I don't always happen upon such good and civil company.
Ah, gift of the gab she's got. Here's to good company.
This I like. Drinks like a lad, knows her sword work, kills a boar as if it were a piglet. A she-wolf, if ever I've seen one.
All right, all right. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one, but never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
Well, that's an awfully gloomy face. Too much of a coward to race a woman?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You want your head about you. We start at daybreak. Day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop!
Come
on, Siri, don't you embarrass us!
Surprise!
Your sword is mine.
That'll be the day.
两人在打 Apex 的吗？
没有，
很痛，记住这个。
Want that horse, don't
就是
ya?
你后楼烂也关掉，照理说。
但昨天没有讲到这一点吗？
的确是没有。
好吧，
那我希望你可以自重，照理说。
好，立刻自重。我讨厌这一句。你刚才读书是不是？
差不多了。
干，好强哦，都嘞。
还行吧。
You're wind, not woman.
要 A 吗？
Worthy of the best
要 A 吗？
horse.
自重。
The mare is yours.
大家一起自重。
OK 啊，可是正枪不 OK 啊。
我要抵消，照理说。
不行停。
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Heard anything about there being witches in Velen?
I pay no heed to peasant babbling. Common folk see witches, wizardry, devils, and who knows what the fuck else, every which way they turn.
How'd you wind up here? Just curious.
It's no secret. I was a Temerian soldier. My unit smashed at the war's start.
Soon after, we'd lost hope of regrouping, driving the foe back. Those who remained wandered north. Others, deserters or merely broken men, joined us. We were a snowball rolling down a slope. By the time we reached Crow's Perch, I commanded a sizable force.
Just march into the fortress, make yourselves at home?
With Nilfgaard advancing, the local lord had fled, abandoned the Perch. Once this war's over and Nilfgaard's victorious...
Can't help wondering...
What could I do?
Rather live as a...
Ere long, none...
The local Nilfgaardian...
What of it? Even were I to attack, cut them down to a man, others will come soon.
Got news of you.
Plowing hell, why'd you...
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on their condition.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me right?
只是委托我晚点拿过去。
他知道他要过来，他要找你玩。
Doesn't matter what I believe.
那我今天打工又赚了一
Yet,
笔。
looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you which...
哎，你这个
说出一个兵长跟那个。
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame.
然后就请我喝饮料。
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. The warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help.
有。第有个叫做松门大盾，可以拿盾来点人。而且其实你盾装在手上可以拿来点人。然后它那个特色是说可以推别人下去。
可以推别，哦，你都把那个小怪推到地图外了。
对对对，有人这样做，就是有一些 TA， 就是因为有一些比较难杀怪嘛，他们就把它推下去，然后来玩 TA。跟
这样会有经验吗？
All right.
有啊，死掉就有经验啊。
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin.
你可以拿盾点 boss 都可以。
那你有没有玩过？
没有，我还没到那么闲，不好意思。
我觉得那个盾看起来好屌。
For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a child who fed a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay, I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
阿六我就开。
到底什么鬼啊？
我不想玩 Apex 啊。
How'd you find out?
要不玩后头那的。
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter.
你先更新。
She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
还有他去学校吗？
Imagine Emma wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard
我们这家过得很爽。
She flew into a fit,
对，阿伟说我们
hysteria,
实验室怎么办啊？
threw herself at
实验室
me,
就碰
kicking
着。
and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife.
啊，他们自己暂停身先调度啊，听说要分流之类的。
It was the first time I hit her.
就是有规定15个时段
I had to calm her.
啊谁去之类的
Felt I
吧？
had
听
no
说。
other means.
说分流。
Things changed.
哎，完了，我忘记我的账号密码了。
Anna tried to take her own life and mine several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. how many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a
我当密
bit.
码试到对的人。
Cannot fathom how we survived.
You're right.
I'm content that you finally see that. Very well then. If you won't.
更新它有多大？
She made a pact with the crones and...
A pact?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that...
真的，大家加油！不羁不羁，我们就是这样培养的。我就，baby 这是个动
Do
词。
what you will, but leave me out of
没
this.
错，
You ask me?
我是个动词。
What would you have
好
me
色哦
do?！
哎，早安你好。
阿贝尔拉进来了，
太快了吧！
完了。
We had a deal.
发现100G，
然后等下就会发现其实没有。
Now what did I...
没有，我们叫你上来是叫你更新啊。
你说阿六？
对吧？
我昨天有玩，我昨天今天要更新了。
I thought we breathed on this.
那你有没有看到上面那个？我
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll
往
survive!
上滑一点。
没有兴趣。
Let's show this
等一
bastard
下，
their
我
work.
在打
后头来一个
你一定要现在。
没有啊，可以打了再看。那个是我们不用玩拿就可以了。
啊，真的！
小队离第一个动作人要真正知道这个结束。
那你要怎么确定他有没有在升格？
那就是那个啦，凭良心做的。我喜欢这个。无人机被摧毁的时候要开合跳。出掉回合，然后原地停止等几秒。出掉这段，说是不是彻底这样出来的话，时速我也可以少做5次。
那个我可以帮忙跟
然后立刻如果没有放中甲板，就是立刻如果放中甲板，有人没有去顶的话，那就要抬对战。好，对战顺利，依排行顺序，第1名丢一做，第3名要做5次浮力隐身。反正35、70，什么180？
我的伤害啊，打180我就把对面死断了。
哎，其实蛮小的，33G 而已，鬼中。
你以为33就要踩多久
？33G 我觉得挺大的吧？
我觉得算小的。
白痴，
不是？
不是啊，我平常在玩都是什么200-300G 的起跳这种啊。
等一下，所以等一下要打阿六啊，然后是哪些人要打？
我郑翔、伟洲，还有你。
嗯。哦，所以圣博没有要打。
圣博应该会打吧？
圣博应该不会打啊。
真的吗？
我觉得圣博应该不会打。
你先问看圣博啊，圣博。
圣博要不要打？
应该不知道哎，我没载，应该等他更新很久吧。
一个多小时左右吧。
等一下，我出来关机。
没有。然后只是很稀奇，因为毕竟没有开车就会放手。
还有，我都有在开魔物啊。
鬼兽那边放生我们，然后跟我们说没有。
没有，我都有开魔物。
跟我们开的是不一样的。
哦，不一样。是你们跟我不一样，不是我跟你们不一样。
鬼兽好清楚知道你要干嘛的嘛？你要赞助我。
Help me as well.
对啊。
We're even now.
You needn't leave.
你只要买2台。
The wild hunt.
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must.
说话，鬼兽。
Now, I ride for Novigrad.
我们快乐主义
一下，我现在后头那里。
She mounted and rode off.
干楼下的，不要在这边了。
Redania.
She was looking for a sorceress.
Who was the letter?
No one. It was like
This for me?
See no reason to make things.
Yeah.
So there.
It's nothing.
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna.
Must have not heard me.
I heard you. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you.
天哪！是。这样我打出来会不会就升等了？
Extra coin never.
Ha! True indeed.
Fine.
啊，你看，哦，你就给有你。
一线下线哦。
What was that?
谁？我吗？抱歉。
You tell me. Man or
哎，机器人怎么
monster?
不见？
My
怎么唱
men.
歌的？
踢掉的。
机器人不见，为什么还有？
Uma.
那个瓦
You
塔
mean
米
he
是
can
谁啊？
哦，他没
Hardly.
就机器人。
So I grabbed his hand.
我靠，机器人。设为机器人。
Doesn't look like a monster.
没有啊，你知道机器人就可以改名字了吗？
我知道啊。可是他就
Funny story.
Went to Novigrad cards. Asked him what he had to wager, and he.
Proper.
Aye.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man. But it.
No. Time.
Farewell. And prove.
我 R6怎么自己开起来了？
先完了。
不是，我记得我明就……哦，我真的觉得这设计真的很烂耶，它都会自己开，这种破设计。
那天不是
不是哦，为什么自己开啦？这是什么破设计啊？哎，新角。